Hi! Today I'll show you how any beginner can solder a new 3.5mm jack by themselves for the first time. Whether it's an aux audio cable or headphones with a broken plug, to repair anything, you must first understand how it works. For stereo sound, you need 3 wires: left channel wire, right channel wire, and a common ground wire. That's why a 3.5mm jack has 3 contacts. Of course, you'll also see 4-pole jacks on headsets. They use 1 extra wire for the microphone plus, but the mic ground is still shared with the speakers. Before you start soldering a 3.5mm jack, you need to buy a new replacement plug. They cost from a few cents to a few euros. Higher quality connectors are easier to solder and last much longer. Definitely buy a jack with a cable clamp. Don't buy jacks without a clamp. They break quickly after repair because the cable isn't fixed properly. When you've got your favorite jack, you'll also need some tools. Ask your lovely grandmother for a soldering iron, heat shrink tubing, and a multimeter. And don't cry about the soldering iron price. You can get a basic set for under $20. It will last your whole life, and with it you can repair at least 101 things, saving thousands of dollars. When everything on your checklist is ready, take the cable or headphones that need repair. Start by putting the jack housing onto the cable, because after soldering, you won't be able to slide it on, and all your work will be wasted. Then, use a sharp knife to remove the outer cable jacket. Be careful not to damage the inner wires. Remove the factory fibers. You won't need them. Then, strip each wire, twist the copper strands, and tin each wire with solder. These wires are coated with lacquer, so without tinning, your multimeter might not detect them. Also tin the contacts on the jack. This makes soldering easier and improves the quality. The cable uses different colored wires, so you must identify which color is right plus, left plus, and ground. The easiest way is to use a multimeter in resistance mode. Check each jack contact against each wire until you find the correct one. This is very easy on an aux-type audio cable. With headphones, it's a bit more complicated. There are 2 options. Open the headphone side where the cable enters and check visually which colored wire goes to left plus, right plus, and ground. You can do this without a multimeter, but I still recommend buying one. It helps in many life situations. Second option is use the multimeter. Put the headphones on your head and test 2 wires at a time. If you show the speaker impedance and you'll hear a sound in the driver, this way you know which channel it is. If you accidentally test both plus wires, the multimeter will show double impedance, meaning you didn't find the ground yet. When the wire colors are identified, tin the ground wire, cut off the excess, and solder it. Then, press it firmly under the jack clamp. This fixes the cable properly and ensures long jack life. Next, solder the left and right channel wires. Be careful not to create a short circuit. When everything is soldered, test it to be sure it works and that there are no shorts. Then, add a drop of superglue to the cable and jack clamp, slide on the heat shrink tubing, and shrink it. This creates excellent cable support. Coat the contacts with nail polish. It protects against future short circuits. Add a bit of superglue and screw on the jack housing. Then cut a piece of heat shrink tubing with a slightly smaller diameter than the jack housing, but longer than it. Stretch it a bit with pliers so it fits over the housing. Add some superglue where the cable enters the jack. Slide the tubing on top. This gives a cleaner look and double cable reinforcement. Finally, do a stereo test of your repair, and I can congratulate you. You've learned how to do one of the most popular and important repairs. Now you can fix your own audio gear and even earn some money repairing cables and headphones for friends and neighbors.